You might expect this first move, but be careful of variations that might catch you off guard. A classic reply to e4, battling for the center with your pawn. Their better move was to develop a knight and attack the center. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game. You permitted the opponent to kick a knight. They kick your knight with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. Correct, of course. Move away from danger. They are right on target. Your central strike gains space. They defended their pawn, which was under attack. You exchange pieces of equal value. A clear recapture. You are bringing your knight into play, eyeing the central squares. They had a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack. Nice, definitely the right move. They bring out their knight, increasing their control over the center. You develop a bishop, which means you move it from its starting position. Their rook is now active on an open file. Castling on the same side of the board as your opponent is a solid choice. Their knight comes into play, attacking the center. You apply pressure to your opponent's pawn chain. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better for you. Their best option was to recapture a piece. Your pin helps to build pressure on your opponent's knight. Their pawn attacks your bishop, kicking it out of its current position. That leaves your bishop free to capture, taking your vulnerable bishop. You captured back. They attacked your queen, gaining time as it must move away. Clearly, you don't want to leave your queen in danger. Another piece joins the board for your opponent. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat. They move the queen to safety. That was an even swap of material. They exchange pieces of equal value. This pin ties down their bishop, reducing its flexibility. Your opponent freed their bishop from the pin, while simultaneously protecting another piece. You allowed the opponent to eventually win a knight. Your opponent's move wins your knight. Good job, that's what I would have played too. A straightforward recapture. You attack a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. This move puts their rook on a safer square. You keep the initiative, occupying an outpost square and forcing the piece away, moving their threatened rook to safety. A great way to control the open file with your rook. Their bishop is now more active on this square. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. Simplifying the position is good for your opponent here. A clear recapture. They've improved the positioning of their knight. You found a safer square for your bishop. Your bishop is pinned to the king, unable to move freely. Yes, this is the way. They played the strongest move available. Your rook takes an open file, a good way to activate the rook. This trade simplifies the position, working in their favor. You recapture the piece. Your opponent's move wins your pawn. Well done, an excellent move. Precise move from your opponent. This is a fine move. A correct move to get their knight out of harm's way. Very good choice. They are right on target. This was the only move. Defending their hanging pawn. Well done, an excellent move. Capturing your hanging pawn. This is a fine move. They've offered to trade pieces of equal value. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. Moving their threatened bishop to safety. You're losing a pawn with that move, but your position was losing no matter what. They took your pawn for free. This moves your rook to a safer square, capturing your hanging pawn. Very good choice. This move puts their knight on a safer square. Clearly, you don't want to leave your rook in danger. Their passed pawn moves closer to promotion, becoming more dangerous. Well done, an excellent move. Pushing their passed pawn. This is a fine move. Their passed pawn moves closer to promotion, becoming more dangerous. Very good choice. This move puts their pawn on a safer square. Well done, an excellent move. Pushing their passed pawn. You permitted the opponent to force eventual checkmate. This forces an eventual checkmate. They found a way to win material. Nice, definitely the right move. Lucky you. Even though your opponent was winning, they ended up stalemating you, letting you escape with a draw.